Hi there, I'm Holly McDonald with the Costa Mesa Pod, where we discuss all things concerning the lifestyle, businesses, and activities that make Costa Mesa such a great place to live. Today, I'm joined with Neelam and Shazan of Printing Nest. They are Costa Mesa's newest residents, basically, and they opened a great shop right nearby that is here to help all of the people in the area with their printing and marketing needs. So hello, you guys.
Hi.
Hi. So tell me a little bit about the shop. Why you guys opened here? How did this all begin?
Let you take the floor, Shazan.
Yeah.
Sure. So I'm Shazan, and I've been printing and marketing for the past 10 years. I started out. I'll give you a bit of a background of how I started.
Sure.
So I started by launching a video game company back when I was 16. And it kind of went from, I guess you guys don't really have Kijiji here in the States, but it's kind of like Craigslist.
Okay.
But more modern looking platform. So that's kind of where I sold a lot of video games to start. And then from there, I think I was around 18. I launched an e-commerce for video games. And, it picked up very well. And even to this day, I have over 40,000 customers here in California.
Wow.
For that e-commerce. Unfortunately, the website right now is not active. I haven't really put much time into it because...
Oh, you've just been opening a new company.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or helping others open up a company.
Yeah.
That's kind of how we started. And for printing, my family's been in the industry since about 83, 84.
Okay.
So over 40 something years now. And, 8 locations in Canada, 3 warehouses. In the States, there's 3 warehouses as well, and this would be a retail storefront that we kind of decided to open up. More so because, we got ranked as a top 3 printer in Newport Beach for 2022, 2023, and that's when we kind of made the ultimate decision to come down and fully expand and open a storefront. A lot of our customers will say, oh, well, I want postcards printed or I want a t-shirt, but they won't understand the different types of paper and materials and so forth.
Yeah.
And one unfortunate thing is that a lot of people printed things for years now. Like we're talking lawyers, doctors, accountants, and so forth, where they're just so accustomed to that old school print, that old school paper. And every time they run out, they just email their printer, hey, I need another 200 or 500. They're not really knowing what's out there today in 2025.
Yeah.
There's different paper stocks like suede. You have different foils. We could do holographic. We could do like 6 different finishes on a business card to make it look more premium. And, a lot of realtors love that.
Yeah, for sure.
That luxury feel and look. Same with lawyers and so forth. So that's why we decided to open this one here, so customers can come in and actually feel the different paper stocks.
Awesome.
We have a couple of sales reps that do go around. If there's any clients that want us to go to their location, we do that as well. We travel around Orange County, LA County, and even, I can't remember the other county.
San Diego or Riverside or San Bernardino or...
Just the V.
Ventura?
Ventura County.
Oh, wow, that is far.
So I know we've done a couple of floor wraps out there for some events.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, it really depends. Our customers are kind of all over and diverse, and they love coming in to feel the different types of things that we have to offer.
Awesome. I am curious, I don't know which one of you can answer this, but how did you become like one of the top digital printing companies without having an actual storefront or presence here? How did that come about?
That comes with marketing. So again, Shazan's great at that.
Okay, so that's part of your consulting group?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I guess, so in Canada, I run it as Mississauga Consulting, which is our digital marketing, web design, and all that SEO stuff that we do. And then here I run it under a company called Orange County Consulting Group.
Awesome.
Basically to differentiate both companies, although they kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So being ranked as 3 best rated. So if you go to if you Google, top 3 printer or best printer in Newport Beach will pop up.
Sure. That's amazing. So you've got all the skills for the printing and the marketing aspects.
Exactly. So what does that poster say? It says printers with marketing muscle, right?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So kind of, a lot of people come in, they'll bring some flyer and be like, hey, I want this printed. I'll look at it. I'm very truthful and I'll be like, hey, like this is kind of ugly. Let us help you.
Yes, he's going to give you the true. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, let us help you because we can print that. But I think if we changed it a bit, or at least if you want to do it yourself, we'll tell you what to change.
Yeah.
At no charge. Like, we'll actually help you.
Yeah.
That way you're able to get more of a return. Because, at the end of the day, let's say someone comes, prints 1,000 flyers, and it looks great. We know it's going to do well. We know they're going to come back and print more.
Of
so
course.
We'll help them out to increase their business. That's kind of our ideology here. But for the 3 best rated, I guess it was through SEO. We started ranking above a lot of other printers. We're ranked above Staples, FedEx.
Amazing.
On Google for, I wouldn't say all 1.3 million SKUs, but for quite a bit.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about the SKUs.
Oh, it's endless. Anything you could think that you'd want customized or print, we can do, whether it's tumblers, mugs, bags, shopping bags, totes, construction uniform, the yellow fluorescent ones, pens, cups, license plates.
I was blown away by the number of things you could do and like what differentiates each of them. Like you were saying, like there's the different styles of paper and all of that. Like that all goes. There's a lot of thought behind it. It's not just like here's our basic.
Yeah,
we have a lot of customization. Amazing. So why don't we talk a little bit about the marketing consulting part too? I assume that pretty much goes hand in hand with a lot of your clients that come here for their printing needs, and then you're able to help guide them in that direction too.
Exactly, yeah. So one thing I noticed, so my family did printing since '84.
Yeah.
I wasn't really involved in it. I would do my marketing, but then I noticed that almost every company that I was touching point with needed printing at the end of the day. So whether we were going in there to do their marketing, to do their website, to do their SEO, for example, online, they all needed print. And a lot of the startups or new restaurants, new businesses that were opening up were like, okay, they need everything from scratch. And that's where we kind of put both hand in hand.
Yeah.
So with the marketing and consulting, our bread and butter is web development and SEO.
Okay.
So SEO is something that I would confidently say we're pretty good at.
Yeah.
Ranking up there pretty high in the search engine, not only Google, but Bing and Yahoo. And nowadays you also rank up for AI, like voice searches.
Oh yeah.
So that's a big thing as well. That's pretty much the marketing.
Yeah, you guys must be just so busy, like opening a new business in a new country, like building it, How are you enjoying Southern California so far?
Oh, I love the weather. I am not missing the snow, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But it's been awesome. Definitely keeping us busy. I allow him to take care of the Canadian side because I cannot do the 3-hour time difference. Yeah. But it's been great. Everyone's been really friendly, so that makes it easy with the adjustment.
Yeah. And so I guess you obviously had some sort of context with Newport Beach from your past. So how did you end up settling in this location? I'd love to hear that story.
So I'll give you a bit of a...
You give me a bridge version.
So, we did deal with a couple of realtors when we got here, commercial ones.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it wasn't the best experience because they wouldn't get back to us, or they would, send us properties that just did not meet our criteria, or they just were unresponsive.
Okay. You hear that, commercial realtors?
So it was actually very hard to get a hold of a lot of people in that industry. So we ended up kind of going on LoopNet ourselves, and searching and so forth. And, I messaged, I messaged someone on LoopNet, which ended up being the landlord directly for this property. And he was pretty good. He called the next day. He booked an appointment with us. He sent one of his employees to show us the unit. And that employee gave us a good background, like, oh, it's family owned. It was, 2 decades or something?
Yeah, they've been around for
quite some time. They have a bunch of properties. They're nice. They're supportive. They like to support their own tenants as well, although we haven't seen that yet. But hopefully soon. But yeah, when we heard the background story, we went to go meet him at his office. Super friendly person. Really nice. And we were able to kind of negotiate and then strike a deal with them where, we're able to move into this unit. So at the end of the day, the landlord plays a huge role in the option.
Yeah. And obviously you can only see a little bit of the background on this video, but like coming in here, it feels pretty luxurious for a print shop. It has it's decorated very nicely. It's very modern. It feels like a showroom, which is what you were going for. Yeah, so I think it's a great community space. So anybody coming here, if they have to wait a few minutes for their stuff to be printed, they can chill, they can relax, they won't feel out of place, which is really, really nice.
That's what we tried to aim for, a welcoming space.
Yeah, no, you accomplished that, no doubt. So I think people should definitely come in and meet with you at some point and see what you have to offer. And like you said, if they want to place an order, find out more about the different options, since there are so many. It's almost limitless, basically. And that would be really, really cool for people to get to experience it for themselves.
Definitely. And which is why we have our conference table.
Yeah.
They could come in, have one-on-ones, including the marketing side, pull up their website, anything that they need done, everything under one roof. And then
I assume you just ship as well for people, so they've got that option too if they're too busy or it's too much stuff or whatnot.
We ship throughout the States.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you guys are an international company now, so talk about your name also, Printing Nest. Who came up with it? One of you did.
Printing Nest, of course. So I didn't get involved in Printing Nest until after I got married to Shazan. Okay. I was in finance before. Okay. So he definitely came up with the name.
Okay, so you're Mr. Creative?
Yeah.
You're Miss Social.
Yes.
Social, actually. So what am I talking about?
It was, I think it was 3 o'clock in the morning one day, and I was just sketching it out, drew out the nest and everything. And then I had one of my designers kind of digitize it and put it together.
Cool.
And that's how it was born. It was 3 o'clock in the morning idea. Same thing with our first company, Mississauga Consulting. It was probably 3:30 in the morning. I think it was second year of university or something. And I was like, hey, you know what? I think this would be a great idea. And my friends were supportive, which is lucky and great.
Yeah.
So they were like, yeah, go for it. And I was like, okay, let's go. And then, there was a timeline of when, you go to register a business. They have their downtime at night, usually from 2 to 6 a.m. So I have to kind of wait for 6:01 to go and register it quickly so no one takes the name. So
you're like, I don't want my so-called friends. Okay, good. Oh, that's awesome. And then I like how Neelam has explained it at some of the networking meetings about how the nest is kind of, well, you explain it.
Yeah, so Printing Nest, so that was my take on it, and I guess that's what he was going for. Yeah. We do everything in-house, so the nest holds everything. Yeah. All your eggs here when it comes to marketing and printing.
But all your eggs in one basket.
One basket, and it will be worth it. And then we have the maple leaf, which represents our Canadian side.
It's so cute. It's very symbolic.
Yes. It's very subtle too. We had a vendor come in yesterday. He's like, "Oh, now I get the maple leaf. Now I see the Canadian side."
Yeah, it's great. It's great. So you've been open for about a month now? Couple months?
About 2 months now. We just had our grand opening April 25th.
Amazing.
Yeah, we had our soft opening, then we had our grand opening April 25th.
Okay. And then also, I am just curious. I know you said that you love living here, but what is your take on Costa Mesa, where you chose to call home now?
We spent so much time at the office, but Costa Mesa is awesome.
I saw you out in Costa Mesa last night.
Yes, I was out in Costa Mesa last night. So because it's great. It's a great community. It's a great area. For example, we met a great group of people last weekend with you.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Costa Mesa has been where we're located. Everything is pretty close by, so
Yeah.
it's pretty convenient, which I love.
Yeah. Do you guys like being by the beach? Like, did that have any factor in you moving to that area?
Yes, being by the water was very important.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I mean, it was for me too.
Mhm.
I wouldn't have moved to Orange County and moved inland if I
Yeah.
didn't have the option.
Being by the water is great. It's so accessible, just
Yeah.
right down the road.
Yeah. And she said, what is your relationship to Newport Beach?
If I was to be honest with you, do you know the TV show? What's it called? OC.
Yeah,
So,
of course.
That's the TV show I was watching back in 2019, and I was like, oh, that's such a cool area.
Oh, nice.
And that's why I was like, okay, let me be a snowbird, because I travel so often.
Yeah,
It's like, let me be a snowbird for one of the winters, Toronto winters, and just come down.
cool.
And then I got questioned the same thing at the border. They're like, okay, but like, why Newport Beach? And I told them this TV show, and they just looked at me like, there's no way this guy. So I had to go through like secondary, all these
way.
additional questions. They didn't believe me.
Wow.
But at the end of the day, that's the reason why I chose Newport. I lived there in 2019 as well, very briefly. That's where I was able to launch the company digitally as well, make a lot of contacts, a lot of connects.
Yeah.
And from there, being so close to the beach, the atmosphere, the positivity. At the end of the day, people always, Costa Mesa and Newport, there's that coffee bean at that one street.
Yeah.
And like literally it's Newport on this side, but it's Costa Mesa on that side. So it goes very interchangeable. I think so. And yeah, we love it.
Yeah.
Positive. Everyone's different. Everyone's usually happy in California, we notice. Like you don't hear cars honking their horn like you do in Toronto or New York.
Oh, yeah.
You might get a couple of aggressive drivers here and there, but everyone's kind of calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah.
Even when the light goes green.
Sometimes give you a second. Yeah. Yeah.
It took me a minute to get used to that. Because I'm so used to like the aggressive drivers, and you just learn to drive aggressively and like fast. And here it's like everyone just chill.
Takes their time.
One person missed a complete light. The left turn light turned from green to red, and no cars turned yet, and no one honked.
They're all looking at their phone.
Yeah,
For
no
sure.
one honked. I was shocked.
It is different. I know. Yeah. We're at New York City. I went to school in Boston, so it's very aggressive. They would call them fools for and so yeah, it's different. It's a nice it's like a slower, not slow, but definitely more laid back than I imagine it is in Toronto.
Yeah.
But you gotta get everything done before it's like freezing cold and the sun goes down.
Yeah.
Right. Shorter days, maybe longer in the winter. Sure. Well, that's awesome. So, is there anything that you want to share that you have coming up, or anything you want the community to know about with Printing Nest, so that they come on over and meet with you guys, or any events?
Yeah. So one thing I want to, I guess, let the community know is something like channel letters. I haven't heard of anyone been able to do it as fast as we can. It takes us about a week
Okay.
from design to concept to fabrication to even installing them.
Okay,
So in about a week. So we met someone last night, and he's like, "Oh, I've been looking for a sign company, but no one can do it for me, and I have 2 weeks." I'm like, "I can do it in a week."
Nice.
So hopefully he's gonna swing by later today, and we can help him out. So that's one thing. Another thing, a lot of these web design companies or marketing companies are very digital. They don't really have an office or storefront where you can go and kind of have a one-on-one. One thing we do here is we have our conference table. We have a large screen where, if someone wants a website done, we could offer a one-on-one personal session where they can sit down and we can design it with them.
Awesome.
So that kind of helps people get a personal touch, helps get their input from A to Z. So that kind of helps as well.
Yeah. So more of the personal touch. That's why you have the storefront.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for them to just come in, because we do get phone calls like, "Oh, I got a lower quote elsewhere." But at the end of the day, it's just material. Like, we can quote you on a very cheap material if that's what you're looking for. Or if you want something more like, durable, high end, we can quote you on that as well. It really depends on what the person's budget is. The best thing to do is walk in because we can cater to you and we'll understand what your needs are at the end of the day versus a 2-minute phone call where you're not really getting much information.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely some people are going to be out there and just for the lowest rate, right?
And we can do that too. We
Yeah.
can, we have, like I said, a ton of different materials that we can work with.
We're not a fan of using those materials because A, they don't print well on them.
Yeah.
And B, even when you're doing like window graphics, it does not apply the best.
Sure.
So, I'm very picky. I like to use 3M mainly. A bit of Avery, a bit of Orifol, but mainly 3M.
Okay.
So there are cheaper materials. If a client really, really wants it, we can do it, but we prefer not to. We give them a disclaimer.
Yeah, I think that's really smart because I can't tell you, before I knew you guys, of course I've ordered signs in the past, and when you just order something offline because like you need it in a hurry and you just pick whatever is going to be the fastest option and maybe you're like paying attention to the price, sometimes you get what you pay for, and I'm sure that you see that all the time. You don't know because you can't like see the material beforehand. You're just looking at a photo which doesn't really give you that quality, and then you're just like kind of screwed. I know you've run into, and also just like delays with having stuff shipped. I know that you've saved people in a pinch before.
Yes.
So
we've done a couple of all-nighters for sure.
See, that is loyalty. That's commitment. So,
and that's for events. We haven't scheduled anything yet, but we have been talking to host networking events here. So we're hoping for that down the road.
Yeah, I think you're going to have great opportunities. It's a perfect spot. It's got great parking. It has a great look and feel.
Thank you. Very accessible.
Very easy to get to for like really central Orange County. Yeah. So, thank you so much for bringing Printing Nest to our area and serving our community. I'm sure so many people are going to be so excited that you're here. And then same thing with Orange County Consulting Group. There's a lot of people in business in the area that I'm sure could use your help. So
thank you so much for having us.
Yeah,
it's been great.
Thanks for having us.